Let's take a look at some more examples on how to name compounds with elements with metals that have multiple charges and with polyatomic ions. Let's look at this first example. We have iron as a metal, which means that we have to figure out the charge on the iron. So we first look at the nonmetal. Chloride, we know, always has a -1 charge. Therefore, my total negative charge is -2, which means that the total positive charge has to be +2. And because I only have one atom of iron, that means that all of that charge has to go to the positive charge, has to go to the iron, which means that this iron is a +2. Therefore, when I name this compound, I will write the name of the element, the metal, which is iron, and then I have to specify in Roman numerals the charge of iron, and then I will add chloride for my anion. So it's iron 2 chloride. Note that if it were iron 3, I would have 3 chlorides here to balance the 3 negative charges to balance the +3. So it would be iron 3 chloride instead of iron 2. Now let's look at this example over here. PO3 is a polyatomic ion, and it has a total negative charge of 3-. Because I have 3- in negative charge, silver is one of those ions that always has a +1. It's an exception to the transition elements, so learn those as well. I have a total positive charge of +3 and a negative charge of -3, so I am balanced. When I write the name of this compound, I have to write the name of, silver. And then PO3 is the polyatomic ion PO3 has the name phosphite. So I will write phosphite instead of phosphate, which is PO4. Note that I don't have to specify the charge here for silver, because silver is one of those exceptions that of the transition metals that will always form a +1 ion. Then I go down here. Beryllium is a group 2 element, so we'll always have a +2 charge. And ClO, the hypochlorite, will always have a -1 charge. Therefore, this is correct the way it's written. 2 times -1, a -2, a +2. So it's a neutral compound. And when I write this out, because beryllium is a group 2 element, it will always have a +2 charge, so I don't need to specify the charge. I just write the name beryllium, and then hypochlorite for the polyatomic ion. Okay, let's look at the last compound. It has lead. Lead is one of those transition metals that forms more than one ion. So we have to look to the negative ion. NO3 is the nitrate ion, has a -1 charge, but I have 4 of those, which means I have a total of 4 times -1, -4. Because I only have one atom of lead, all of that positive charge that balances the -4 has to be on the lead, which means that lead will have a 4+ charge here. And I have to specify it by using the Roman numeral. Therefore, the name of this compound would be lead, and then I write in parentheses 4, lead 4, and then nitrate, which is the name of the polyatomic ion. And this is how we write formulas or the names of the ionic compounds that have either a polyatomic ion or they have a transition metal that forms multiple ions, or both.